Hello, gentle viewers. This is Guardian welcoming you back to Slay the Spire 2 as we continue our run with every character. Our run with the Ironclad didn't go so well. Maybe we'll have a little bit of better luck today. As we take on the Silent. The second of three returning characters from the original game, the Silent is a very different type of character. Notably has 10 fewer health and has a different starting relic, which is at the beginning of every combat, she gets 2 additional cards. Let's see how this run goes. Alright, so we get 3 options here, and let's talk about them here in just a second. Our first option adds a new full art card called Neo's Fury. Neo's Fury gives us 10 damage and takes 2 random cards from the discard pile, puts them into our hand. It also exhausts. Exhaust is a keyword I think we saw with the Ironclad, but in case you aren't aware of what it does, it means it removes it from your deck that particular combat. New Leaf is Transform. We pick any card out of our deck and we turn it into something else. Pretty straightforward. Or we get 2 starting relics and an additional strike and defend. Let's look at her deck before we make this decision here. So, remember the Ironclad has 10 starting cards? The Silent has 12. Because of her greater card draw on turn 1, she's actually going to get 7 cards on her first turn. So it still ends up getting through the deck about the same speed early on. 5 strikes, 5 defends. Plus her specific cards. We have Neutralize, which does 3 damage and weakens one opponent. It is 0 cost, meaning you can play it as often as you like. And then there's Survivor, where you gain a block and discard a card from your hand. This can be a quite powerful card, as there's many synergies with this particular card. Now, with the Silent in particular, I'm not a big fan of adding another strike and defend. Not without a way to easily get rid of cards. So I'm less inclined to choose that. I just finished a run yesterday with Neo's Fury. It's kind of a neat card. And I think because Silent has comparatively more 0 cost options, I think it's tempting. But I say, what if we just transformed a strike into something else? Remember, literally any card in the deck is generally better than a starter card, and I think that's why we're going to take New Leaf this time. Goodbye, Mr. Strike. What are you going to give me? Pinpoint. Oh, this is a new card. I've never seen this before. 17 damage. It costs 1 less for every skill you've played. So basically, if we get this with a hand of 3 defends, we play the defense first, and this becomes 0 cost. That's very cool. I like that card a lot. Also, it's really hard. And if we upgrade it, it does even more damage. So this is a really cool card. Thank you, Neo. Proceed. Alright, with a card like that in my deck, am I willing to go after an early elite? I don't even have a choice. Really? Interesting act layout. All the elites are at the back end So I definitely want to head in this direction. Because it gives me the chance to fight 2 elites. Or path out entirely if I'm scared. So then we draw this backward. We're going to go here. And then I think we just go this way. I'm not particularly enamored of an early shop. Especially with only 1 combat. 2 combats before it means I'm not going to get a lot out of it. So this is going to be our path. Now, I did notice that there aren't any shops. Oh, so basically this is going to be my ideal path here, right? A nice shop right before the campfire, and then we get to fight Vantum. Ooh, Vantum's a bit spooky. Not the worst of the bosses, but not my favorite either. Okay. I think it is time. It is time. It's this guy. Hello, Nibbit. Let's make you weak. Bonk. Now I did a little bit of chip damage, but this is more about making him weaker. We're going to play Survivor. Get out of here, defend. Do I take one? Without the Burning Blood, we have to keep in mind that we don't automatically heal. But I think a couple of strategic bonks here are going to benefit us in the long run. Alright. Just as was foretold. Defend, defend, defend. Pinpoint. Big hit. Love it. Neutralize. I can make pinpoint cost 1. I can just kill right now and not worry about it. See what I mean? I said 0 cost cards. We get 3 of them. Prepared, draw 1, discard 1. Slice 6 damage, or anticipate, gain 3 dex this turn. Upgrades to 5? This is really good, and this makes my block significantly better. Plus, it's another skill for purposes of triggering pinpoint. I don't hate the idea of getting Slice here, but there's better 0 cost attacks available to me as the Silent. Prepared is never a bad choice, but I think being a little bit more blocky with Anticipate is pretty useful. So we're going to grab Anticipate. Anticipation. Alright. Oh, this is new. Okay. Wood carvings. You open a dusty box to find an elaborate set of 3 wood carvings. A bird, a snake, and a Taurus, question mark? A nearby pedestal has indentations which match the bottom of the carvings. Which part will I place on the pedestal? I can gain the Peck card. Oh, I have seen this one before because I remember Peck. Peck is deal 2 damage 3 times. So, it's basically a strike. But if we get some strength on the line, it becomes far more powerful. Slither, whenever you draw a card, randomize its cost. Interesting. This pairs very, very well with our friend Pinpoint. Or choose start a card, turn into Toric Toughness, which gives me 5 block plus 5 block at the start of the next 2 turns. With our Anticipate, this is actually kind of a nice little defend type card here. But it is expensive. It is expensive. These 2 are good. I kind of like the idea of getting Slither, though, which means there's a chance you can make Pinpoint really cheap. And I think that's the correct option here. We're going to make Pinpoint possibly cheap. There you go. You place the snake carving on the pedestal, and the statue scales light up. You feel a bit warm, comfortable, and wobbly. Okay. Alright. Not the best opening hand, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, yes, I get to full block, but that means next turn is gonna be really awkward. But such is life. So notice here, Pinpoint should be 3 and only costs 1. So we're gonna play that right now. We're in okay shape. I'd like a couple more attacks in this deck. I feel like we're not hitting hard enough consistently enough. Alright, and then Pinpoint is actually free this turn. So there we go. Haze. Oh, this is new. Oh, I like this. I like all of these cards. So 2 of these are classic, everyday silent cards. Deadly Poison applies the poison status. The poison status does damage every turn. So for example, if I use this on a creature, it's going to take 5, then 4, then 3, then 2, then 1, then 0. Shivs are another unique silent mechanic. It creates a 0 cost attack. So basically for 1 energy, I'm getting 12 damage. And there's lots of cool things that synergize with Shivs. So this is also a cool one. There's also Haze. Remember when I talked about discard synergies? This is 3 energy for 4 poison for everyone. But if I discard it from my hand using Survivor or another card with that effect, I get to play it for free. And that's 4 poison to everything. And that's really tempting to me. I'm a sucker for new cards. What does it upgrade to? 6 poison. Yeah, we're going to add Haze. We're going to get a little poison in this deck. So I want to be on the lookout for cards like that prepared we saw earlier, acrobatics, anything that lets me discard cards, because it's going to make us more powerful. Play anticipate and defend. And I'm going to go bonk, bonk. Oh no, we're getting slimed, you guys. Like a spooky ghost. Let's just kill you with pinpoint. Neutralize, defend, strike. For the thing I'm not consistent, we've taken exactly 1 HP of damage every combat so far. So Survivor, we discard a very helpful golden border. And now, for free, we get to poison him. How you feel about that, Leafy Slime, if that is your real name? I'm gonna play 2 block, and then bonk. Notice the green part of their health bar. This means this is how much you're gonna lose at the start of their turn, so if you get them below that, or just kill them with pinpoint, then everything is good. Our first potion of this run, 10 damage to all enemies, very helpful. Sucker Punch to apply more weak is kind of tempting. Dodge and roll to give us a little bit more block is pretty appreciated, actually. Especially with Anticipate, which should be 7 and 7. I'll take dodge and roll. Get us a little bit more survivability if things go wrong. It's the Inklets. Now notice this time I can play this card, but I have to pay the full 3, which isn't very appealing to me. Well, they can make this fight trivial if I do this first. Oh my god, I'm a potato. I don't know if you noticed this. There's an effect where they only take for 1 damage from their first attack. That's a whoops from me, my dudes. That's a big whoops. I've done this before too. Like I'm like, oh, they're so weak, and like, oh yeah, right. We can pinpoint one of them. Let's kill this guy. I'm gonna neutralize you. I'm gonna play defend, survivor. If I played survivor first, we discarded the defend, but I guess it didn't matter. I cannot kill the one in the back, so I'm gonna block, block, block. I'm in no rush for this fight. These guys never get any stronger, so it's fine. Play Survivor, discard, anticipate, and click the wrong button again. Wow. If this run ends prematurely, it's entirely my fault. But here we go. We did it. Piercing Whale. This is a really strong card if you're in a big jam. Everyone loses 6 strength, which means all their attacks are worse. This is a very speedy deck, so I'm kind of tempted to grab Defect or Deflect here rather, and just keep it up. Does up to 7 damage for 0 cost. But I think Piercing Whale is just too powerful. It's too useful in an emergency situation, and I think we need a copy of it in our deck. Stat. Oh, it's these nerds. The Brute Raider, the Tracker Raider, and the Crossbow Raider. I really wish you'd drawn Survivor this turn. This would be the perfect turn for it. Oh well. Let's bonk the Crossbow guy. He's gonna block, he's gonna debuff us, he's gonna hit us for 7. Noted. Pinpoint kills you now, but unfortunately, I didn't draw that. Give me a colorless potion. What do you got for me here? Jackpot? Kill that nerd. Expose. Remove all artifact and block from the enemy and apply 2 vulnerable. That's huge. I've never seen this card before. Calculated Gamble and Backstab. Let me backstab this nerd and let's play Calculated Gamble. I want to get some better cards. Like Pinpoint. Amazing. So you die now. You get punched a few times and then we end our turn. That was a really good potion. Really like Jackpot. Maybe we can find it later on. A real copy. Should be pretty cool. So, none of these cards are especially thrilling to me. Tactician is nice, but we don't have enough discard in the deck. I've already got one slot card. I don't want to add more until I get more discard. And Memento Mori also just feeds into the discard synergy. The game wants us to take more discards, but I haven't seen any other ways to discard other than the prepared that we skipped earlier. Sucker Punch to do a little bit of damage and apply a little bit of weaken is fine. I guess one more attack is reasonable, but I kind of want to get something upgraded, so I think we skip here. I think none of those cards are appealing enough to me to grab them right now. Excuse me, I'm a little bit boogery this morning. I'm not going to say Piercing Whale, or am I? No, I'm not. I'm gonna punch you in the face. Survivor, discard to defend. Do I defend again for full block or to get him one more damage? I've got enough damage in this deck that I don't feel like I have to like pour it on. Pinpoint being free definitely helps. I'm going to take 8 here. This is going to hurt a little bit, but... I never anticipated that we... Anticipated. I never imagined that we would end up, that we were going to get through this particular run without taking any damage, so... Lame, pinpoint is 3. Bummer. If there is ever a time to play Piercing Whale, it's right now. Then I can get a defend in, and then I play pinpoint for 17. That's why I like Slither on that card. It means I'm either going to get to play it for free, or I'm going to get to play some skills and play it for free. We're vulnerable. I don't want to take any risks here, so we're just going to block it all. And I think we play defend, pinpoint. If I played a strike, I could have killed it. That was perhaps less exciting, but oh well. Strangle, 8 damage. Whenever I play a card, loses 2 HP. This is important wording here. If something has block, this skips that. It just does direct damage to them. Something with like a Blade Dance would be especially useful with Strangle. We also have After Image here. Whenever we play any card, we gain a block. We have a relatively speedy deck. We have several zero-cost cards. If I had like a Shiz, I would like it even more. This isn't the best right this second. But it is a rare. And I mean, so I don't take it, we'll probably never see it again. And I can always saw more Blade Dances, which make this card even better, because then it turns into 12 damage and 3 block. I think we'll take After Image. I think a persistent source of block is something that we've been missing. A pinpoint absolutely is getting upgraded for that sweet, sweet 22 damage. Alright, let's go in here. Ooh, the Vambrace. Anytime I gain block, I double it. We're going to be so tanky. I could fight a combat, but honestly, a second upgrade feels really good to me. And I'm kind of tempted to upgrade After Image. Let's click this button here. More poison from Haze is pretty nice, but I'm still not able to play it consistently. Upgrading Neutralize to give us 2 turns a week is never a bad choice. It's never a bad upgrade. We could play After Image the first turn of every combat. That's pretty helpful. Anticipate becomes even more powerful. That's also good. There's a lot of good upgrades here. I think we're going to upgrade Neutralize, though. That extra turn a week can be pretty run-saving under the right circumstances. Let's fight this elite. It's the bird. Alright. So what we're going to do is we're going to play After Image. Then we're going to play Survivor. Get rid of you. And then that's my turn. I can't play Pinpoint. And there's no point in blocking again, because I'm already at full block. I am going to play this Strength Potion, though. I want to get out of this fight nice and fast, because it is going to get stronger every turn. Neutralize. dodge and roll, and then bonk and bonk. So I take 1 here. 1 is a reasonable number to take, for sure. Pretty easy there. Get some block in. No, he does get stronger every turn, which means it's just going to keep getting harder and harder. So we need to be very, very cautious with how we play this. I was correct. The dex bonus applies to both this turn and next. That makes dodge and roll even more strong. Alright, we're going to play defend, pinpoint. Love to get some vulnerable in this deck. That would be really sweet if we could manage that. Okay, now he's getting kind of spooky. Now he's hitting kind of hard. I needed pinpoint so badly here, and I didn't get it, which makes me quite sad, but oh well. I still full block anyway. And then this turn happens. Oh, you're dead. Okay. Hey, it's our old friend from last run, the Book of 5 Rings. Every time I add 5 cards, I gain 15 HP. Interesting. I'm really going to follow through here. Deal 6 damage to every enemy. And if I played a skill before that, they all get weak too. That's actually kind of tempting. Upgrades to deal more damage and more weak. I don't have any shivs yet, so accuracy is not particularly compelling right now. And Piercing Whale doesn't really... Like, Piercing Whale is great, but Follow Through seemed like it's a good solution to multi-enemy fights. I think we go this way. I could go this way, but I want to hit this shop. And I feel pretty confident we could maybe take on another elite. Well, we get a combat in the question mark room. Okay, fine. Pinpoint and strike. So until you die, I take 3 damage at the end of every turn. Noted. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm really beginning to regret taking Haze, as much as it is a fun card. Because I'm not able to get consistent discard options, it's not as good as it looks. We're going to play Dodge and Roll first, then Follow Through for a turn of Weaken, and then we're going to strike. Play Pinpoint first. Then play Piercing Whale. Then play Survivor. So you're going to die in the next turn or two. I need to get rid of the slime just so I don't draw it again. Oh, your constrict gets stronger and stronger. I never even noticed that. That's kind of spooky. But you're dead next turn anyway, so I'm not that worried about it. Boop, boop. Energy potion here. Pounce. 12 minutes. Aha! A card like this is exactly what we want. Card draw and discard makes it easier to play our Sly cards if we run into them. So it's this giant nerd. So what's going to happen is when he gets reduced 63 hit points, he turns into 4 smaller creatures. So we've definitely got our work cut out for us here. Dagger Throw. We instantly get to discard Haze. Already paying off. Pinpoint. And we'll play Dodge and Roll, I suppose. Wait, how did I not draw After Image? Oh, I never upgraded it. I see. I didn't really want to upgrade it, so that's fine. Now we get After Image. Do I want to play it? Might as well. And then a little bonk there. Neutralize, anticipate, follow through, strike. Poison will not quite kill you, but it will kill you next turn. So, if I am not mistaken, what's going to happen is the poison will kill you, and then the creatures they should be stunned. They'll be stunned for the following turn. Yeah, when these come in, they're stunned, but normally, like, they would instantly just come right back. But here we get pretty lucky here. Neutralize. I am going to go ahead and play Piercing Wail, just so I get the bonus from follow through. And then we take 3. No, we can't win them all. Alright. Super expensive haze is not what I'm looking for here, but I guess it's the best I can do. Strike, strike. Energy potion. Haze. So I'll take 9 this turn, which is pretty gross, but these worm cards are creepy as shit. They're very gross. I kind of appreciate that, though. That's kind of slick. Get rid of that guy. I don't like him. You're gonna die anyway, so if I strike you, you'll also die to poison, and then that means I full block. Pinpoint. I like the animation, by the way. I don't know if you notice, it randomly rolls the number. It doesn't just come in your hand at a particular number. That's kind of fun. Meal ticket. How elegantly timed. And we get 3 pretty decent cards here. I've still only got 2 discard sources, so Tactician is not going to be a consistent play. But Backflip. Block and card draw never goes out of style. Get in my deck. Already getting value from the meal ticket. Thank you, game. Did I just hit proceed? I did. Alright, strike dummy. Meh. Punch dagger. Every time I play a card, it gets momentum. Okay. Playing this on... Oh, hey, there's that jackpot. I said I wanted a real one. I did say I wanted a real one. The problem is, I really want this relic. I want to put it on pinpoint to make it even more powerful. But I can't have both. I can either have pinpoint or I can have jackpot. And jackpot is kind of fun. Upgrades to 30 damage and they're upgraded? Are you son of a bitch? I'm in. Give me jackpot. I hope I don't regret that later on. I probably will. I'm also going to go ahead and remove a strike. And then the question is, do I want another card? Do I want, like, Pounce? Pounce is fine. It's not exciting, but it's acceptable. I could get me... I was going to say Purple Berry Extract. I'm like, no, that's the Outer Worlds, too. I don't really want any of these cards. I mean, Deflect is acceptable, but I think I'd rather just save my money for Act 2. And we're going to instantly upgrade our shiny new jackpot. 30 damage plus 3 random 0-cost cards is good stuff. Now, notice, he's only going to take 1 damage from our jackpot, but it's probably still worth it. We want to get him as weak as possible, as fast as possible. Yeah. I told you it would be worth it. So, Slice, remove a little bit of damage here. Expose doesn't really do anything, so I'm going to keep it. But I am going to play Adrenaline. I'm going to play Follow Through. And then I'm going to play Pinpoint. And I'm doing all this stuff for absolutely no cost. So Jackpot, already proving to be an excellent choice. We got to hit him 4 more times before we can even do damage to him. Or I could just poison him. I'm going to play Dodge and Roll, Defend, Strike. Note his tail here gets really big, and I was getting hit for 20 damage, which is pretty scary. Backflip. Defend. After image. I get 3 wounds in my discard pile. Wounds just like clog up your deck. That's all they do. Punch. Attack. Finally, next turn, we can start actually doing real damage to him. Or it. I guess I shouldn't assume it's gender. I don't actually know. Alright. We're gonna play defend. Follow through. Strike. Now we're starting to cook a bit. We're starting to actually do damage to it. Jackpot! Come on, something cool. Wait a minute. Big brain play. Expose. Then jackpot. Anticipate, anticipate, anticipate. Assassinate. 13 damage, 2 vuln. Hell yeah. If I had 1 more energy, I could have played defend. That would have been extremely useful right then, but we didn't have it, so... Neutralize. Backflip. Defend, defend. Pinpoint. I'm going to take 1 here. 1 is a good number to take. 0 is even better, but 1 is certainly not a problem for me. Go ahead and draw. I don't need to anticipate this turn. So I guess I'll strike and then follow through. I want to get follow through upgraded when I can. The extra turn of weaken could be pretty useful. And then you die now. $100. A tasty potion. And... interesting. So... I haven't seen these two before, because they were in the first game. Shadow Step. Discard your hand. Next turn, they do double damage. What if I upgrade it? It's free. So this is a really interesting card, because basically if it's the last card that I play, I just get to do double damage next turn, which is pretty fun. Knife Trap. If I had Shivs in this deck, this card becomes redonkulous. Like, this is like a run-winning card in the right deck. This is not that deck. Or we have an all-time classic of Burst. Any other skills are played twice. With something like Dodge Roll, that's cool. With something like Piercing Wail, with something like Haze. Anticipate gets played twice. I think the correct answer is Burst. In a different deck, I would take Knife Trap in a heartbeat. This is not that deck. Oh my god. Burst plus Knife Trap would be ridiculous. I don't know what RNGesus has summoned upon us in this particular run where I'm getting cards synergized in the same card reward, so I can never take them both. We're going to take Burst. Burst is the correct answer here. We're fighting the Insatiable, one of my favorite bosses. It's just such a cool concept. I've got some money, so there is some benefit to heading to this shop and removing another strike from my deck. Because strikes, there's Big Stinky. There's another very late shop. Or we go this way. We fight an elite and then we go to a shop. We fight a second elite and go to a second shop. I kind of like going to the left, but I guess we should see what our friend here has. Infection. Blight. Take and go. Say nothing. I am the silent, right? I could have 15 Regent cards. That's kind of a fun thing here. Ooh, I get more energy with Luminesce. That's pretty sweet. Or I get to upgrade. Oh, ho, 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 ho. I like all these options. Can I just this one time, can I have all 3? No? Okay. This Noble Glass is super interesting. And on a different run, I would possibly consider taking it, but that's not the deck that I'm going for this run. This just lets me play more cards, which is always good. But I really like the idea of getting Ring of the Drake. Getting more card draw on my first 3 turns, it's just so good. Plus, it's super cool looking. Look at that. Wow. All right. Yeah, I think we go to the left. I think that's the correct path here. Nice campfires, a couple of tasty shops, get rid of some more starter cards. I'm in. Alright, if we full block this first nerd, then he gets stunned. But I'm really tempted to play Jackpot. It's so hard for me to resist. It's my one weakness. Gimme. I can't play Grand Finale. What a bummer. I can kill you, though. I'm taking 15 for my hubris. Or I'm taking 8 instead. Anticipate, dodge and roll. Why did it play twice? Because of my Vambrace here. I have to keep remembering that I have that. You take 20 damage, and then I block one more time, because now he'll be stunned next turn. I like his little eyeball. What a guy. This is actually kind of a bad turn. I mean, I'll still neutralize you, do a little bit of damage, and I'll do follow through. I guess I could play Afterimage. I suppose it's not that terrible. Just maybe not as good as I would have liked, but you're dead anyway, so no big. An upgraded Anticipate, huh? I don't hate that, especially with this guy here. Let's do it. Let's do it. My friends, I am going to quickly step away. I'll be right back. Alright, Sun's been standing here. She's like, what the fuck, bro? Sorry, man. We're gonna go this way. I want another fight. I want more card rewards. It's this little asshole. So the Thieving Hopper will take a card from you permanently if he gets away. And that is not what we're about here. I'm going to play Anticipate. I'm going to play Anticipate again. And I'm going to burst on Dodge and Roll. Because this means I get 24 block this turn. Oh, and it plays twice because of Vambrace. And then burst. So yeah. We're looking pretty sweet in terms of defense. I'm just going to sneak in a quick strike. And then we'll see what the next turn has for me. You've stolen follow through. Of all the cards you could have stolen, that one doesn't bother me that much. Let's play Jackpot. Anticipate, Pinpoint, Neutralize, Adrenaline, Strike. That feels pretty good. Now I only do half damage because he's in the air, but if I hit him 5 times, he's stunned, or I could just kill him on the spot. We start with Dagger Throw. Understood. Go away, Afterimage. Nobody likes you right now. And then I play Survivor, and then I play regular Defend. We're very, very tanky now. Now we need to start finding ways to hit a little bit harder. He will run away, but Jackpot kills him. I could choose not to take my card back, but I think I do want it back. And Blur is beautiful. Get in this deck. Get in there. I'm going to burst Blur. Now, for the next 2 turns, I don't remove any block I take. And then let me bonk you. I might be able to defeat them this turn. Get it. Go away. Play follow through to get some tasty weak on everybody. Pinpoint. And either dodge and roll. Oh, dodge and roll will give me double block because it's my first. Oh no, it isn't my first block card, I don't think. That's fun. Come on, Jackpot. Dead. Deflect. I should have played Anticipate first. That was kind of stupid, but it doesn't matter in the end here. Oh, it's the first block card each combat. I don't know why I kept thinking it was the first combat block card each turn. That would have been pretty ridiculous. And get rid of Toxic, please. You're gross. Why do you keep spitting on me? It's so unsanitary. So incredibly unsanitary. Get rid of this guy. Punch. And I'm gonna drink an energy potion here. Piercing Whale, Toxic, Toxic. I'll take a little bit of damage, but I'm gonna take a lot less damage than if I had just done something different. And then Slice kills you. Fortifier, triple your block. Alright. I'm still not sold on this. I'm not sold on any of these cards. I do want to be doing more damage, but I just don't think either any of these cards really help me achieve that goal. You know? Mirage is kind of fun, but I only have one poison source right now, and I don't even play it all the time, so, yeah. I shall pass. This too shall pass. I want to do another event. I kind of feel like there could be something fun. Oh, it's a cheese room. I don't want commons, so yeah, we'll take the chosen cheese. At the end of every single combat, I gain a max health. It's pretty nice. Oh, you're adorable and also enormous and terrifying. We're gonna play Anticipate first. I'm gonna play Jackpot. Precise Cut deals 2 less damage for every other card in my hand. Okay. Draw 2, discard 2. I'm playing just for fun, but doesn't actually do anything because he went into louse mode. Alright. Dagger Throw. Neutralize. Anticipate. Blur and Defend. You might remember Barricade from the Ironclad run. This basically does Ironclad stuff, but it's a little bit better. Give me some more cards in my hand, please. And then if I play a strike, then I could do Precise Cut for 10. We could use a Jackpot again. Let's do it. I'll just casually get 2 different Adrenalines. Easy. Easy game. Follow through and dead. Another Blur, I think, is kind of helpful, but I don't want to just clog the deck for the sake of clogging it. Predator is kind of nice. Like, if I run into a situation where we've got a lot of extra energy, I can do some pretty hefty damage. But I just don't want any of these cards. You know? Okay, remember, this nerd killed me in a recent run, so I gotta get my revenge. Burst Backflip for me, please. Anticipate. Neutralize. Dodge and roll. And a strike. If I had Blur, I would have drunk this potion and I had to worry about block for a bit, but this is fine too. There's Blur right there. Blur. Defend. Pinpoint. Oh, and again, yeah, first time you attack him every turn, you get energy. Discard that, I guess. End turn. Alright, so we're gonna play Neutralize first. Then Jackpot. We get Escape Plan. 2 Deflex. Follow through. And that's it. Let me burst blur. Pinpoint you. Dagger throw. So for the next 2 turns, I'm going to keep all my block, which is very helpful. I did the piercing whale now because then I get 25 block this turn, which is pretty neat. Alright. I'll take the free block. Always take the free block. We'll do a backflip, anticipate, deflect again. Punch, punch, dodge and roll. An excessive amount of block when I don't have blur, probably, but oh, you're getting kind of spicy now. Let's weaken you first. Burst, defend. Follow through for another turn of weaken. I am going to take 8 damage here. Is it worth spending this potion to save 8 damage? What's this map look like now? I'm about to go into a shop, then a relic site, and then a rest site, so I don't think it's the end of the world if I simply take a little bit of damage here. Plus, I'll heal at the shop with my meal ticket. Come on, jackpot. Okay. I didn't get blur, which is kind of what I was hoping to find. Oh, wow. Thanks, game. Great timing. Exactly when I wanted blur. 22 damage is very spooky. I think you're being mean, game. You're being exceptionally mean to constantly do damage to me. How rude. I will take the 8 here too, but I'm getting to the point where I'm going to have to rest at the next flight, which isn't the best. Burst, defend, and then we'll play after image. Alright, now I'm beginning to regret the amount of resources we poured only into defense, because now we're not hitting hard enough, and he just keeps getting stronger and blocking, which means eventually I will die. Jackpot's going to give me an energy. Wouldn't Grand Finale be fun to play here? But alas, no such luck. Does a strike kill you? It does not kill you. We take the free block. And then take a blur, take 3 damage. No, sorry, 2 damage. That's fine. Yeah, I don't have enough attacks in this deck. I'm quickly beginning to realize it's too defensive now. Oh. Yeah, I'm going to take Prepared. I want more deck maneuverability. And then I'm going to go to this shop because I want to get rid of a strike. The Gambit, what an amazing card that I will never take. Strike, get out of here. I could buy a cheap Prepared. I could get Footwork to get more block. But I do need something to help me hit harder. Prep time, start of every turn, every attack does 4 more damage. Yeah, I think this helps. Why did I heal? Oh, because I got my 5th card. Nice. I'm going to take Ricochet. I think I have enough ways to discard cards that I can play it consistently, and I'll take a Prepared also. We bought a lot of cards, but I think we got the right cards. Ornamental Fame, play 3 attacks, gain 4 block. That's pretty solid. Now I don't have to heat rest here. I can smith instead. 6 figure every turn, but no, we're gonna play burst. Get that nice and bursty. I swear to God, this thing looks like a penis. I don't know whether they intended that, but that's what it looks like to me. Let me get prepared in here. Discard Piercing Well. I don't want to play a block card this hand. I want to save it for when I really need it. Discard that, please. Because I want to take the most advantage of the Embrace. Plus, getting in a little bit of early damage is always smart. Okay, so you've got your Parafright here, which is very spooky. I'm going to play Blur for a casual 28 block. I'm going to bonk you. And because I have Blur, I'm going to play one more Defend. Alright. We draw Burst. Burst Defend for me. Then I guess we play Follow Through. No, we play Pinpoint for sure. Then I think we play Prep Time. I want the ability to start hitting harder when I do draw attacks. Alright, Survivor for Haze. Anticipate, Defend, Prepared, which I just instantly discard. I'm gonna take the damage here, I think. I probably should kill you because you just keep doing lots and lots of damage, which is very spooky. Or I could just play Ricochet and see what happens. Let's try that. Alright. I can kill you easily now. No, it does come back every time you kill it, so that's why it's not a permanent solution. This is a turn for Piercing Well if I've ever seen it. Blur and Defend. And again, we're full blocking. Pinpoint. Powdered Demise. Okay, I need more consistent damage in this deck. And I don't have enough attacks. And the attacks I have aren't terribly great, except for Jackpot and, what you call it? Pinpoint. Dagger's Fight is nice, especially when I have Vigor. I'm kind of into this. Especially because it's a plus. Yeah, we'll take Dagger's Fray. How do I feel about fighting an Elite? I feel good about going to an Elite and another store. I think that's what sells it for me. Plus the store will let me heal. Let's see what this one is. Oh, this fuckhead again. I'm glad we took Daggers right now. I'm very glad we took Daggers right now. 26 blocks seems pretty ideal. Then I'm going to play Ricochet, and we're going to see if I can do some damage, and then we'll end our turn. Alright, we're going to start by playing Prepared. Discard After Image. Play Burst. Play Blur. And then double up on Survivor. And now I've got a reasonably strong defense, so I can start doing some serious damage next turn. Alright, let's pinpoint you. Then do I jackpot you? I think I do. Stay winning, backstab. Assassinate. Adrenaline. Dagger Spray. I really like the new Dagger Spray animation. That's very cool. And then we're going to do that. Actually, if I do this, then you will die. And then I can just kill you next turn. Hopefully. Alright. Prepared. Discard Ricochet, please. Prepared. Discard Defend, please. Follow through and prep time. Sadly, I don't get to kill this turn, which is really bad timing, but it's what it is. I can't do much about it. Let me burst Blur, please. And dodge and roll. And now I feel reasonably good about our defenses, both this turn and next. Alright, anticipate, backflip. Anticipate again, piercing wail. And then I keep blocked next turn, so we're going to go ahead and pick up defend. Oh, it just keeps building up until I finally attack. That's really cool. Get wrecked, nerds. None of these, please. Grand Finale is a really fun card, but my deck is already pretty large, so I don't think there's a good chance we're going to get to play it all that often. Oh, it's these guys. Okay, fine. Alright, prepare to discard Haze. Then Pinpoint to do a little damage to you. Then Jackpot to do a little damage to you. And then I get to play Burst, Deflect, and Slice to kill. Nice. Good opening turn. There we go. I guess I should probably try to block. Yeah, I guess. Prep time is so much better than I thought it was. I didn't realize it would just keep building up and building up and building up. That's such a cool way to do more damage. I'm glad we found it. Piercing Wail for all of you jerks. Dagger Throw kills any of you, so I'm going to kill the one in the middle. I'm going to do that so that you die, and then I'm going to play After Image. Because I have exactly enough block, and then you die no matter what. So I'm just going to kill you in a cool way by ricocheting. This is a card I've been waiting for. A plus leg sweep does weak and block. That's big time good stuff. 7 damage to everyone is kind of neat. Fisticuffs is okay. Backstab is decent. Removing a strike it's just good. Like, getting rid of a strike only makes us better, so I think we're just gonna take that path. There's other things I would have liked to have done, but... Alright. I want my cool new prep time power upgraded, please. Alright, so he's got a very cool mechanic here. He's gonna play a power that I'll talk about when it shows up, but trust me, it's gonna be... This is a cool fight. Even if we lose, I'm pretty excited. This is one of my favorites. I need to upgrade follow through at some point. I keep forgetting to do it, but oh well. So, every turn I'm gonna pull closer and closer to him. And if I get all the way in, he just eats us. Which is obviously not what you're looking for. An ideal situation here. Give me Jackpot, please. Let's spend my vigor in an appropriate way. Backstab, Adrenaline, Neutralize, Calculated Gamble. Prepared, discard, Survivor, I guess. Burst. Dodge and roll. End turn. So I'm getting physically closer. If I get close enough, he just goes om nom 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 and we lose. So we don't want to do that if we can avoid it. So I'm going to go ahead and play leg sweep. And I'm going to play dagger throw so that I can discard ricochet. There we go. Nice. We are going to want to play a frantic escape now. This is a good turn to do that, and then we'll play dagger throw. And then that ends this particular turn. You know, gain some strength. That's kind of rude. Okay, we drew another prepared with our prepared. Noted. And now we draw neutralize. Oh, discard burst because I don't have any skills in my hand anyway. And then we'll bonk you nice and hard. I'm going to take 14 damage, which isn't great, but... Oh, well. Backflip. Survivor. Discard you. And then dodge and roll. You had to get a frantic escape or kill this turn. I may have played this exceedingly poorly. I may have made a mistake. A very large mistake. I think I just got eaten. I did. Death is whimsical today. Damn. This is actually a really good deck. This is actually a very, very powerful deck. And I think we had a really great chance to see some really cool stuff had we gotten a little bit more luck. Jackpot is very fun. That's a very fun card, but oh well. My friends, that's going to end for today's episode. I'm going to not unlock the epochs on video because I want you to be surprised when you see them yourself. But I hope you are enjoying the series, and if you are, please remember to like and subscribe. Next time we're going to be playing as, I think, the Regent, one of the 2 new characters, so that'll be a fun experience for everyone. Until next time, my friends, this has been Ebguardian. Thank you for watching, and I bid you good day.